Hi friends, Tilly here, and I'm afraid this is going to be a long one because I have some show and then I've been tagged to do some tell. So this is a show and tell. I wanted to show you a few things that I've gotten in the last week or so. I got a beautiful thank you card just for entering a challenge. She sent a little note about thanks so much for being a part of my Great Deal Challenge. It was fun. Is that not so sweet? This is Paper Speaks. And look at what she sent inside the card. Now, my lighting is not so good. I'm in a different place today. But little birdies, a whole package of tiny little bows, and then a darling card that I can't say it enough. Crafters are just too cool. Then, from my creative time, I got, isn't her card darling? And then just a little note from Emma about, about a thank you, for ordering. I got these stamps. If you can, yes, you can see. I'm peeking through the camera, and then I'm, and then I'm looking around the camera. Gonna have my surgery probably the middle of June, so at least one eye will be able to see a little bit better. Although I believe my doctor said that, not close up, that I may not need glasses for far away anymore, but close up I still have to have some cheaters, so that's all right. That's okay. And then this darling one with all about the rain, April showers, and little boots and puddles, and I just thought that was so cute. And then what I'm going to get into a little bit later when I answer all the questions from being tagged is that, I Stamp It Crazy. I watch her and her what do I want to say, her addiction to Pepsi-Cola. And I didn't even realize that she was selling stamps. And then in one of her videos, I saw a stamp, and I private messaged her, and yes, for heaven's sake, she does sell stamps. So I will get these mounted. I just got these today in the mail. You just need to go there and take a look. This is for ATCs. It's I should have stamped this out, but it's a little jar with paintbrushes and scissors and things in it, and then the information for your ATC card. And then to go along with my creative time stamps with the coffee, this little one happens to say thanks, a latte. Isn't that cute? And now the ATC, that's really what I wanted to get, and that's what I went to her site to look at. But look what I found. Oh my goodness, are these not the cutest things you've ever seen? So I wanted to do one for you real fast before I did this video so that you could see what they actually look like. I mean, here you can tell they're darling. They're absolutely beautiful. Now they're you fold them back and forth once you've cut it out on the little score lines. And then these are the little butterflies. Right here, I just took some of that. You know what we cut off at the bottom of our flowers? That green wire that we cut off. Well, I just used that to put around the center of it, and aren't these the cutest things you have ever seen? Oh my goodness. So anyway, I got that. You know, I was just gonna get one thing. Then from Edith, I got my kit for May. Got my May kit from Edith from Scrapbooking with Me Boutique on Facebook, and I had ordered the what is this thing? It's a craft tool. Okay, well, you know what it is. It's to distress the sides of your, you know, of your cards, and even to rub the paper down. You all know what this is. But anyway, I ordered this one and got it, and then came my things from my kit for this month. So it is that darling fairy paper that I think many of the girls have been showing their kits, and so I just give you a little look at you know, at some of the papers that came with my kit. Really pretty, really pretty. Butterflies. Oh, I might need to use my butterflies that I got from, that I wasn't planning on getting and went ahead and ordered. And then we got, with the kit, we got like a half a ton of chipboard pieces, and they're all cut out for us. And she did that because of it made it easier as far as the mailing was concerned. She was able to do it in an envelope by taking it apart. But it's just, I mean, there are just tons, absolutely tons of chipboard pieces that go with it. And then we had this wonderful box, and I know that the girls have been showing these. Saw one last night when I was trying to do a little catch-up. And then on the inside of the box, we have a ton of flowers. And all, you know, with the papers in mind. She watches that very carefully. And then the bling, and some more of the chipboard, but these actually are tags to be able to put in whatever you make, if you're making a little mini album with it. Then I got beautiful laces and trims. Don't know if you can tell, but this has pearl all running through the center of it. It's beautiful. And then we got many of the small doilies, and then the stamp, the clear stamp of the little girl in the garden. And we also got, I love coupons. Thank you for purchasing the May kit, and 10% coupon will be used on the June kit. Yay, Edith, thank you very much. Okay, now we got that taken care of. I'm not sure where to send you so that you're not so terribly bored. Well, you may be bored anyway, because you're going to be listening to stuff about me, so we'll have to see just what will keep you from, you know, there's no light over there anyway. You can look at my darling brother's sewing machine. I have my brother, and then I have my serger back behind here, and then right over here is my brother that I use just for embroidery. So there you go. Now we'll get down to the questions. Nurse Laurel tagged me for answering some questions. The first one is my YouTube name and what is my name. Well, my YouTube name is my real name. It started out before YouTube changed it. It started out being Hisblp. That's Hisblp, which is the first part of my... I don't know quite when this shut off, but I think it was just a second ago. Anyway, I was just saying Nurse Lorel tagged me to do some, to give you some answers to some things that, some questions that have been going around and around. I thank her for that very much. That's very sweet. First one I was saying is my YouTube name and my name. My YouTube name started out as Hisblp, and I was saying it is the first part of my email address, which is should be a capital H, but you know how that goes. They put when upper and lowercase doesn't matter. They just make it all lowercase, but it is truly his Barbara Louise Pollitt, and so that is just my Lord's hoping. No, not hoping. I know that I'm his girl. I just you know, sometimes I don't act like it, but I try. But then as YouTube evolved, it started changing, and I believe it asked me if it was okay to use my name. I think it was the name that my Google account was under, and which is my name, Barbara Pollitt. And so that's it. That's how the YouTube name came about. It changed from Hisblp that I had set up to Barbara Pollitt. And you know me, too, as Tilly, and that is a family name. That is between my cousin and I. We're as close as sisters. We always have been since children. And she is Flossie, and I am Tilly. Number 2, how did you get started crafting? I have sewn since I was in high school. I just enjoyed sewing. Didn't do much crafting until I got a few years, well, no, it's almost 10 years now, I think. Got into a group from work. One of the ladies started selling Stampin' Up, and she had a little, once a month, we'd go over to her house, and she would teach us a new technique, and we'd have a fun time on a Saturday morning early, and we'd make cards, and like I say, she'd teach new techniques. Well, then, of course, came, and I really enjoyed it, and collected quite a few things in the years that we did, the few years that we did that together. We kind of all moved on, she to a different job, and it kind of took her away from us, so that didn't continue. But then when I retired, I was having so much fun making just a few things, you know, watching Martha Stewart show, and the bracelets that you see, the leather bracelets. If any of you have gone to my exhibit store, you'll see the leather bracelets. I guess really watching Martha's show and watching the things that were being made just gave me, you know, I started there and then started watching some of you all on YouTube, and it just, that's how it started. And it's and it's just gotten, and my disease has just gotten worse and worse. My favorite craft brand. I don't have a favorite craft brand. I appreciate pretty, and so it can be a name brand, or it can be a no-name brand, and it doesn't matter to me. I just like pretty and fun, so I have no favorite. My favorite color is green, and I like all shades of green. the grandkids and I talk about that. We've all got our favorite color, and mine is green. I do like it probably best of all colors, but I'd be hard pressed to tell you a color that I didn't like. I mean, that I didn't like, because I really enjoy color, really do. My crafting style is probably, my most favorite would be anything primitive. Not, I enjoy all the other, I enjoy the shabby chic, and I enjoy the punk, the steampunk, and I enjoy watching it. But as far as what I enjoy, what I personally enjoy, and what my home is filled with, is old stuff, handmade, and so that is so that makes primitive my style, I'm sure. I would rather look at a whole room full of Grandma Moses than I would even spend more than just a passing look at a Picasso. So I just like handmade things. I like things that are not perfect, but are done really from the heart, and that's what I like. Something I would like to try, that would be calligraphy. That's what I would enjoy trying. Amelia, you just knock me out with your calligraphy, and that's something that I would really like to. My favorite YouTube channel. Well, folks, this is going to be the longest answer to all of them, because I don't have a favorite YouTube channel. I've got all kinds of YouTube channels. I've got Christina Griffiths. If you want anything Spellbinders, you look at hers. Crafty Loops and Bob Wilson. Those two with their stitching and their crocheting and things just knock me out. Crafts Cupcake. Becca does such beautiful things. How could I not love to watch her channel? And then I probably will say this wrong. It's XANNERO1. That's Anna's Paper Creations. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's like watching a movie, as far as I'm concerned. Watching a really well-made movie. The things she does are unbelievable. There's Hectanuga. Emmy, there isn't anything that woman can't do, and she explains it so that even, I've told you this before, she's like a living, breathing, one of those books for dummies, that learn how to do something even if you're a dummy. Well, I mean, that's how she explains things so that even I can understand. There's Amy at Prairie Paper and Ink. Her techniques and the things that she shows you the difference between inks and watercolor pencils, and I mean, she just gives you a lot of information. There's Misty at Shabby Beautiful. I hope I wrote that down right, Misty. Missy, I've known her since my daughter was in youth group with Misty, and that's when they were, preteens or just teenagers, and now she's a grown-up young lady with family of her own, and she makes the most beautiful things. There's my buddies. There's Sharon Hall, 5030. There's good old Tabasco 14, there's Johnny. And then there's Olga, who makes the most beautiful darling digi-stamps. Stephanie at Little Red Wagon. Terry, One Crafty Cookie. Of course, Laurel, Suzanne. And Kimbo Creations. Sybil, Jan, Amelia. Kim, I'm going to leave people out because there are so many that I feel so close to. There's Misty, Ziggy 13, Mighty One, but she's our CCL head. It's going to click off again. I think I'll stop it and start it again.